Marquette will wear the blue, and there's their lineup. James, McNeal, and Matthews, three juniors in the backcourt, all with over 1,000 career points. Hayward and Barrow inside. It's Johnson, Goods, the Lopez twins, and Fred Washington, the starters for Stanford. Be their enemy at times during the regular season. Here we go. And the Lopez twins open it up. One tips to the other. We'll play the winner of this one in the Sweet 16. Inside, this is Robin Lopez. He's the twin with the hair. And he quickly banks one home.
Inside, and really like the way he uses the glass there.
Foul was on Lazar Hayward, and twisting inside is Robin Lopez. He has the first 4 points of the game.
7-footers that anchor themselves in the low post, and the rest of the team plays off of them.
Mitch Johnson from outside, and Stanford opens with a 7-0 lead, and Tom Crean has to call an early timeout. McNeal, long range. He's been their best player the last 5 games. Barrow can't hit the follow. Gets another chance, and Marquette is on the board.
6 games, Marquette has really been going to the offensive glass.
Almost a steal, and oh my! Robin Lopez with 6 points early for Stanford.
Marquette's got to get some penetration into this zone.
Great Hayward, and it's blocked by Robin Lopez. The scramble comes out to Hayward. Inside the line, McNeal. It's 9-4 Stanford.
Excellent,
but he doesn't deliver the goods.
Here's where Marquette has to take advantage of its speed in transition.
And there is the speed of Jerel McNeal. It's duty this. Kubion kept it alive for Marquette. And James pulls up and drills the 15-footer. It's 9-8.
Put pressure on Robin and Brook Lopez to run.
Inside, it's good. +1 as Brook Lopez has his first basket.
Those are plays that Brook Lopez has got to start finishing. He's not a great finisher. He's an outstanding player, but not yet a great finisher.
Dan Fitzgerald in the game for the first time, and he introduces himself quickly.
That's attempts, but Kubion's not going to get a better look from the perimeter.
Lopez, the line drive. Brother Robin tips it in. 13-11 Stanford leads.
Points, one of only 2 times he's been under double figures this year.
So the pressure on Robin, and he gets an easy 2.
Well, that was a longer shot. That's better post defense by Marquette.
That was his first miss after 5 in a row. Oh, hanging in the air, the athletic Dominique James. That's it. Really springs. Down to the 7-minute mark here in the first half. Acker. And finally rattling in a 3 to tie it at 18. One of the big Lopez 7-foot skyscrapers sitting for 2 fouls early as Mitch Johnson hits the 3. That's it. James sets up McNeal outside, and he hits the 3 to tie it at 21. Finger with a foul, his first. Matthews, and for the first time in the half, the Marquette Golden Eagles see the bigger number on their side. 23-22 to lock up the win against Kentucky on Thursday.
There have been no second shots for Stanford.
Matthews to Barrow. Timeout Stanford. 4 minutes left in this first half. Marquette enjoying its first lead. Good pass inside, and Hill drops it home. 25-24. Sometimes that will inspire a team to play even better and harder. We'll see. Matthews with a runner. 31-24. 6 unanswered points from Wesley Matthews. He now leads Marquette with 8.
A lot of the great ones have been thrown out in the Final Four. It actually happened to Dean Smith in 1991.
Matthews inside to Burke. Another beautiful feed from Wesley Matthews. He's having a brilliant first half and to wrestle the ball away from a couple of Cardinal. Matthews, another. Oh, hang up a star for Wesley Matthews.
And the penetration is wearing Stanford out. It was a 1-point game when Johnson left.
And there's an answer that the Stanford team sorely needs as Kenny Brown drills a 3. Mitch Johnson, hawked by James. That's Taj's finger. Beautiful feed from Johnson. A couple of quick scores for Stanford. James with 3. James with 2. With 1. End of the half. End of the half in Anaheim.
Different looks in the first half. 2-3 zone. 1-2-2. Man-to-man. Now Jerel McNeal in the middle as a playmaker.
Fitzgerald from that spot in the left corner hits his second tray.
Much more dangerous offensively. Really can stretch you that way.
Inside and the power move by Brook Lopez. Boy, he came out hungry to start this second half.
When Tom Crean went with that 2-3 zone, not enough pressure on the ball. Mitch Johnson could just lob it in.
McNeal, nice stutter move, and he hits the 17-footer.
A little slow to it, and Goods grabbed it.
Oh, nice speed, and inside to score. Robin Lopez +1. Fitzgerald fires from long range and connects. That's 3 trays for senior Dan Fitzgerald from St. Paul, Minnesota. He has 11.
He had Brook Lopez guarding him, decided to run him around. He was too slow to get out to him.
And answering for Stanford, Anthony Goods, his first tray of the game. 15 seconds, second half.
A great poise shown by this Stanford team without their head coach, Trent Johnson.
Look at the move by Dominic James. He is as quick as any player in the country. Oh, what a move underneath with the flip by Brook Lopez. That's a play you'd expect to see from a 6-footer, not a 7-footer. It's Johnson. He's the playmaker. Gets it inside. Good position for Brook Lopez. And again, in that tight, you can't stop him. Houston reaching. Marquette Stanford winner to meet Miami or Texas in the Sweet 16. Hooked by Robin Lopez. Goes firing in to get it and score. And a foul. What an effort. Goods with a miss. Marquette with a 1-point lead. Drives to the other end. McNeal scores. Jerel McNeal, the junior, has 11. The last 16 Stanford points, 13 have been scored by the Twins. As Goods delivers. It's tied at 49. With only 7 minutes gone in the second half. Brown, Kenny Brown with the 3. And Stanford builds a 5-point lead. Timeout, Marquette.
It's a 2-possession game, but Stanford is in control.
Hayward battles his way to the boards and is rewarded with 2.
Many of them know each other and have relationships.
Down to 10. Mitch Johnson with a runner. Taj Finger follows in. 57-51 Stanford. 7 for Finger off the bench. Maurice Hacker at 5'8" takes it inside, then back outside to Hayward. Misses another 3. Well off the mark. Rebound, Wesley Matthews. What a game he's had. +1. James fires. Well off the mark. Saved underneath for a moment by Barrow. Stolen by Matthews. Matthews scores again. Every chance to retake the lead.
Oliver needs to get the Lopez twins back in there. Too many easy rebounds right now for Marquette. They're dominating the offensive glass.
McNeal inside gives Marquette the lead, 58-57.
To the credit to Mitch Johnson for the poise.
Barrow between the 2 towers, able to score his 6th point.
That pass was an absolute bullet. Great alertness by Wesley Matthews to make that steal, and not very good alertness by Robin Lopez to give it up and then not to step in and try to stop that drive. An amazing steal by Dominic James.
Hayward keeps trying and finally is rewarded with a 3. And he's Thursday because they weren't playing against one another, but he's neutral in a Kansas City Royal shirt today as Brook Lopez inside with an easy 2. Spinning move by McNeal as he moved around Kenny Brown to give Marquette a 4-point edge. The lead at 58-57 at the 7-minute mark. They now lead by 3, 6 on the clock. McNeal answers.
I'm not sure this man-to-man defense is going to work.
Mitch Johnson has done a terrific job playmaking and protecting the ball from a little out of his range. It's Brook Lopez banking it home, and he has 18 to lead Stanford. 1:18 to go. Stanford 70, Marquette 69. McNeal gives Marquette the lead.
Marquette turns the corner so well.
Over Lopez, no. Stanford, here they come. 15 seconds to go. Washington to Johnson. Hit the underside of the board. Washington gets it back. Lopez is fouled. But 3 for 7 in this game. 1 to tie, 2 for the lead. That wasn't close. And timeout called by Stanford. To tie. He hits it. 71 all with 8.8 seconds to go. Well, let's see the strategy now, and that's already been discussed and determined in the huddle for Marquette. They get it to Jerel McNeal. McNeal fires and misses. And Lopez rebounds. Washington at the buzzer. We're going overtime in Anaheim. Johnson gave Marquette 4 straight free throws, made all 4, and you could figure and factor that one in as well. So perhaps things have evened out. Certainly we're on the scoreboard. Now 5 minutes to decide. Brook Lopez gets that good pass inside where he's in a position to make the easy bank. Right back to make the steal.
That's why they call him McSteal. Now he might be McThree.
Oh my, it's 74-73. Jerel McNeal.
Word you can use to describe it as alertness. Again, they're given that angle. You can't play Brook Lopez on the high side. You are giving him an angle to the basket. All you have to do is throw it up toward the corner.
And found out in the final minutes of regulation. So Dwight Burke at only 6'8". Has to hawk one of the Lopez's, and drilling it from outside is Jerel McNeal. He leads all scorers with 27. Junior out of Chicago. McNeal, terrific on defense, but answering offensively. It's Johnson down the bottom of the well, and Stanford back in front by 1. Look at that, body's leaning there. Here's Brook Lopez. He fights his way in and scores again. 80-78 Stanford. Brook Lopez 26 in the second half. Oh, Jerel McNeal. Don't touch me. I'm on fire. 30 for him. Misses that one. Rebound to Washington. Mitch Johnson with 11. And timeout called by Doug Oliver, the acting head coach for Stanford. The 2 Lopez twins in a stack down in the lane. Here's Mitch Johnson. 1-point lead Marquette. The throw is to Lopez. He shoots and scores. With 1.3 seconds to go. Timeout Marquette.
Watch every screen.
Taken by Mitch Johnson. Stanford has defeated Marquette 82-81. And they advance to Houston and the South region. Their ticket to the Sweet 16. And boy, the Lopez twins, they paved the way. Talk about broad shoulders of these 7-footers. It was Robin Lopez to start the game and Brook Lopez to finish the job.